When we came back from New York, when we'd been over with Certain Ratio in 1982, Tony coming back and going on about loft living, right? And everyone was going, oh, will you give over, you know? And he was really, really adamant that loft living. And everyone was just going, Tony. And look at it now, I mean, it's such an accepted part of life. And now it's really vibrant. There's loads of inner city culture, which to me makes life really interesting. A great building.
Travel piece.
Would you like to recommend anywhere else in Manchester that we could go to?
What, just anywhere?
Yeah, you know, that's good in Manchester. Where do you think? I used to be in a band.
Did you? Which band?
Joy Division.
Really?
I remember coming here one day and buying all of David Bowie's albums for £1 each. This guy has been here for as long as I can remember this guy. Here was the engraver who did all the FA Cups. How weird is that? And I went in to get my wife's phone done, and he's got the bloody FA Cup there. I was like, fucking hell, how wild is that?
Yeah,
they had all the pictures of all of them.
Trophy.
I don't know, but his room was full of them, you know what I mean? It's like you don't expect it, things like that, do you? I suppose that's what goes on behind closed doors.
I think Manchester's just got a very unique vibe to it. I hate to use the word vibe, but I think I have to in this. You know, it's. I think in terms of how it feels as a city, it's it's big enough to lose yourself in, but also small enough to make it feel like home. I mean, like, when they're making green tea in China, the best green tea is just from one random hill that just gets the right amount of rain and sunshine. And maybe Manchester's like that, maybe it just gets the right amount of rain and sunshine to make music and stuff.
I think if someone was to come to Manchester at this point, you'd just have to recommend to go to the Warehouse Project, which is this mad rave they put on for about 12 weeks of the year underneath the arches at Piccadilly, and they kind of get all the best DJs and dance acts around.
This is one of the oldest venues in Manchester, actually, Roadhouse. I mean, this is like what I associate with beginning as a musician. This is where it all began. And I don't know how to describe that. I mean, I suppose in a way you'd say it's an absolute shithole. Foo Foo Lamar's around the corner was where they had a night called The Ranch,
right,
which was instigated by Pete Shelley and Howard Devoto. It was where all the punks used to meet. So if you were a group looking for a gig, you could actually turn up at The Ranch. This is how forward-thinking The Ranch was. And you could get a gig. You could set up and play. And it was run as a club on a club night as well. And it was the first place, it was the first club that I went into as a punk. You had these memories of being there, out with your head on cider, and Foo Foo would come down with his dress on, and it'd just be like, whoa! Now we're going to go in Roadhouse, which, as I said before, it's one of the oldest venues in Manchester.
You started a club called The Electric Chair, and it was in this building, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Believe it or not, this is, where are we now? 14 years ago. This is where we sort of kicked things off, because after the demise of the Hacienda, when things had got very commercial, cocaine and gangsterism and commercials were coming and kind of engulfed everything, we kind of reacted to that and tried to find somewhere where we could get away with playing the music we loved, good people. So we just sought out a mad little basement. You had students, you had football hooligans, black lads from South Manchester, everything all came together there for the music. There was no aggression, and that was a very important thing for us, because aggression suddenly entered Manchester and really killed off so much of that creativity that had happened.
Now down here, this is a funny thing, because in the old days this was so bad.
This is a really good alleyway.
Well, yeah, but you're all right, you're safe with me. The canal used to be so run down and so disgusting, to be honest, and it's all been done up, and it's part of the new heart of Manchester, really goes straight through it.
The Hacienda opens May 21st, 1982 with Bernhard Manning. Boy George and Simple Minds.
First band, in great company there. That's proper 80s. Mike Pickering was Rob Gretton's very, very close friend who helped us run the club at first and then became a DJ more or less by default, really. He was so far forward musically, he couldn't find any DJ to play the sort of music that him and Rob Gretton were into, so they decided to do it themselves.
That's how Mike Pickering became
That's how,
a
yeah.
DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true
God
that
rest
Mike
his soul.
Pickering met Rob Gretton when they were both hiding behind a wall being chased by West Ham fans?
That's true, yeah. And behind a hedge, I think
Behind a
is
hedge.
the. You got to get history right when you're talking about escaping from West Ham fans. Yeah, bloody hell. Hacienda closes Saturday, the 28th of June, 1997. 11.5 years ago, eh?